It's late. Your phone is glowing in the dark. You tell yourself you're just looking, not buying, not committing, just looking. Every listing you scroll past feels the same. Too expensive, too small, too old, and somehow still $500,000. You zoom in on the photos. That kitchen hasn't been updated since your childhood. The carpet looks tired. The basement smells like damp cardboard just from the picture. And yet the description calls it a starter home. You laugh under your breath. Then you stop laughing. Because you start doing the math again. The same math you've done 100 times before. Your salary, your savings, your rent, your student loans. You wonder if you missed something. A promotion? A memo? A secret level of adulthood everyone else unlocked? Or maybe the world just quietly decided this is normal now. And the worst part is this feeling. Not panic, not anger. Confusion. A slow, heavy confusion that turns into frustration. And then something quieter. Regret. Not regret for what you did. Regret for what you didn't do earlier. For not buying sooner. For not earning more. For not somehow becoming a different version of yourself in time. You're not lazy. You're not irresponsible. You did what you were told. You went to school. You got the job. You paid your bills. You tried to be careful. And yet here you are, wondering how a basic house drifted so far out of reach without anyone stopping the game. The listings keep refreshing. The prices keep climbing. And tomorrow keeps getting pushed one more day away. That's the real enemy. Not failure. Delay. Comfort. Routine. The idea that you'll figure it out later. Because later always feels safer than now. And now always feels inconvenient. You tell yourself you'll earn more soon. That rates will come down. That the market will cool off. Tomorrow is doing a lot of work in your life. But here's the truth. This isn't about optimism or motivation. This is about identity. This is about whether you live inside numbers you understand or numbers you're hoping will forgive you. Most people never actually ask the question they think they're asking. They don't ask, can I afford this? They ask, can I get approved? Those are not the same thing. Not even close. Approval is a door. Affordability is a life. And this is where everything changes. Because when you strip away the marketing language and the glossy photos and the pressure disguised as encouragement, you're left with math. Cold, indifferent, unemotional. Math doesn't care how badly you want the house. It doesn't care that your parents bought one younger. It doesn't care that everyone else seems to be doing it. Math only asks one question. Can you sustain this without breaking? Most people never actually run that version of the numbers. They look at the monthly payment. They ignore everything attached to it. They forget that houses don't just cost money once. They cost money every month, every year, every time something breaks. And something always breaks. The system won't stop you. It was never designed to. Banks are fine as long as you don't default immediately. Agents are fine as long as the deal closes. The market is fine as long as prices keep moving. No one is paid to protect your peace, so you're left to do it yourself. And that requires something most people avoid: discipline. Not the loud kind, not the motivational quote kind, the quiet kind. The kind that says no when everyone else is saying stretch. The kind that values sleep over status. The kind that understands freedom isn't what you own, but what doesn't own you. A $500,000 house doesn't trap you on day one. It traps you slowly. It traps you when your paycheck hits and half of it disappears before you touch it. It traps you when an unexpected bill shows up and there's nowhere for it to go. It traps you when every decision starts with, can we still make the payment? That's not wealth. That's pressure with a deed attached. And here's what makes this uncomfortable. Plenty of people doing everything right still can't afford it. Not comfortably, not sustainably. They earn more than average. They budget, they try, and they still feel one step behind their own life. That doesn't mean they failed. It means the rules changed without permission. This is Ben speaking now, not as an expert selling certainty, but as someone telling you the quiet truth most people avoid. Owning a house you can barely afford is not a milestone. It's a liability you romanticized. Real stability looks boring. It looks like margin. It looks like options. It looks like not flinching when life happens. Discipline isn't restriction. It's self-respect. It's choosing control over appearances, freedom over validation, peace over pressure. And maybe the real question isn't who can afford a $500,000 house. Maybe it's this: what kind of life do you want to protect? One where you're always bracing, or one where you're breathing? Because the market will keep asking you to stretch. Tomorrow will keep asking you to wait. And nobody is coming to tap you on the shoulder and tell you when it's too much. That part is on you. So, before the next listing, before the next late night scroll, before you convince yourself it'll somehow work out, ask yourself this: are you trying to own a house, or are you trying to own your life?